What is going on, guys? It's Morgan. We are back in Grounded. That's a spider. You've caught me at a very awkward time, which I didn't think I was going to be in. I might take this route up. This is the lab area. This was not at all the intro I wanted to do for today. That's the lab there. I've sort of come across the trees here. That's where the spider base was in the other video. I've come across here and found a huge frisbee because there's raw science on it that I wanted, and apparently there's also a big spider. I only came over here for the resource. I don't really want to fight him. I am not prepared to fight him. I do not have all the things I need to fight him, but there is also, I think, a scabby, I think is what that is over there. Where's he gone? There he is. Hello, my friend. Yeah, basically I need to try and get in there, get my scabby back, and then and then run away without dying so we can get on with the big build. The big build is today. That's it. Yes, exactly. Ooh, nearly got me. Right, I have no idea how I'm going to attempt to do this. I think it's just go for it. Is it? Yeah. We got it. We got it. We're just going to jump. There we go. I can't see. Boom. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you steal a scabby. Right, guys. I'm sorry it's awfully dark. This was not what I intended to do. I tried to up the gamma because I do not have any torches. I do not have the equipment for torches. This was not meant to be the intro. But I found all this stuff and I thought I'd include it right at the start because that tends to be how I do things. So the big build today, guys, we're going to be building a fun castle. Using a lot of the new stuff they've given us in the game. I cannot see a thing. Why is it so misty? This is horrible. So something else I wanted to pick up first, guys, before we get into the build, which some people might not have seen. I thought this would be interesting. This, of course, is the ant hill here with all the dead. But look at this thing. Yes, the skeleton has a new ant totem recipe. Which just is a question mark, apparently. Recipe found next to dead body in a cave full of ant heads. That is what that is. I thought that was going to give us something cool. Maybe it's not. I thought we were going to be able to build some ant totems and have them on our castle. That was going to be interesting. So the castle, guys, is over on the picnic table, which I have been building. Any chance we can get in here yet? No. So I'm all the way down here. I've been mining some more clay. This build takes an enormous amount of clay, and I have pretty much wiped all the clay from everywhere, I feel like. On the map, you can pick up clay from this whole area where there's water, basically. So all this green bit, there's sort of clay in the water and dotted around the outside. And then also from this sort of water bit up here, there it is, the green bit. That's where you can pick up all the clay from. I have mined this to extinction. Clay doesn't even respawn here anymore. So this is where I'm building the base. And this is where I'm collecting it from. It has taken me like 4 days to get all the clay. It has taken me an awful long time. I don't know if I have enough, but let's travel back to the picnic table and you guys can see what I've got on the go. I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, here we are. We've made it across the map. We're back to the picnic table, just so you guys can see just how insane this build has been. Just to get to the picnic table alone has been an absolute challenge. I've had staircases going from one rock to another rock all the way up there. There is so much grass involved in doing this this build. I did consider doing it by the house with the sort of porch area, but there's so many updates coming to this game of what they can do and what they can build into this game. I'm very concerned about a lot of the updates ruining it, but here we are, guys. This is what we have so far of the castle. I'm sorry for all the people that maybe thought this was going to be a build from the start, but I needed to get a better idea of what I was going to do here, and this is a huge challenge. So far I've built one tower and one wall, and I've been doing a sort of gatehouse thing. I needed to lay out how this was going to work. Originally I built this out of clay. About half of it was all the clay bricks. And then about a day later, after I built most of this out of clay, they then released these pebblet foundations, which just sort of looks way better because it's grey. It looks just like how a castle's meant to. Let me grab some jerky for my stand. This is how I've been keeping myself alive while I've been over here. Let's get that and some juice. Here we go. Looking good. Right, but yeah, I have been stocking up on some resources for this build today. I've been looking forward to it. Weed stems, we've got all the grass. Look at the clay! Look how much clay is had to be gathered. And the pebbles, and just everything. It has been a lot of gathering. I would say there's easily been 30 to 40 hours worth of gathering, like real lifetime. This has taken a long time. This has all been done legit. There's no there's no shortcuts been taken here. So what I thought we'd do today, guys, is just carry on with sort of where I've left off. I'll give you a little tour just in case you want to have a look what I was doing. Basically, I wanted to plan one tower, so I'm going to do a 4-towered castle joined up by walls with a gatehouse. And I didn't just want it to be a grey square. I wanted it to look, at least a little bit real. So the towers I tried to make a bit round. You can't really do it with the square foundations, but I tried to do it. So we've got a little walkway here. Obviously, I'm going to build another wall going down there, leading to another tower. So this is the walkway of how you get in. Each tower is going to be made up of 2 little sections where you can have a sort of barricade here. We've got the murder holes, which you can get on, and if you had a bow, you could fire out and defend the castle if you wanted to. And then each one's going to have a second layer, which will take you up onto the roof. And then, of course, we have these jagged points, like all good castles do, which can be used for defense, and you could fight and defend yourself from out here. These little triangle sort of ramp things, which I thought looked really cool just for a castle wall, sort of the stems that come out of the top on a castle wall. But for some reason on some of the walls you are not able to rotate them the correct way. So annoyingly some of them have got to be the wrong way round. I don't know why that is. I'm hoping the developers add something in that allows you to put these whatever way round on any part. Some different squares allow you to rotate, and then if you rotate the bottom foundation, you can rotate these differently. It's a bit finicky. There's a lot going on there. Hopefully they can introduce something. Oh, I fell through the roof. So we need to finish that bit today, guys. We've got our fun little doors going out here to a walkway. You've got a few more walls for defense. And then here I've been building the big gatehouse. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this. I thought maybe make it out of stone, but I thought making it out of wood would give it a nice bit of contrast. And of course this is going to need to be finished off today, so I've been gathering a lot of wood for that. And then today I'd like to at least finish, basically do this again, make another double. So it's going to be that flipped over there, there's going to be a tower here, there's going to be a wall going across here. And that's going to be the aim for today. So hopefully you guys enjoy a big build. If you're going to enjoy this sort of build and you like to see, big creations being made, please feel free to drop the video a like, because this has taken an awful lot of time to get this far. Just with the collection alone has taken an awful lot of time. So first things I would say for anyone who's thinking, oh, I might try and build this. This is a really cool idea. First bit of advice I would say is don't do it. Don't start this. This is tough. This has taken an awful long time. This has taken far too much time of my own life that I kind of wish it hadn't done. But there we go. So I'll take some clay, we'll take some pebbles, and we'll go and build some more foundations. I'm not really sure how I'm going to chop this video up, guys. This may well be doing some... Oh, I not got my... Did I just take my ant armor off? Yes, of course I did. That would be clever of me, wouldn't it? Let's chuck you back on, because I'm probably going to need you. There is an update coming out soon where they're going to eliminate armor and stuff that you're wearing from being in your inventory, and that would make this build a lot more useful. I'm looking forward to them releasing that update. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure I'm going to edit this one together. I might just do a bit of a highlights thing, or I might just make this into one huge long video, and then depending on what people like to see. So first off, we're going to go and finish off this top floor that I've got on the go here. And just the amount of resources this has taken has been insane. I think I counted, this is about 16 planks of wood up here. So if you think there's 16 planks of wood, and it takes 4 grass planks to make one floor panel. Somewhere between 60 and 65, I think it's 64, blades of grass, and each piece of grass you chop down gives you about 3 pieces of grass. It just adds up over time, just to think about how much you need. I mean, I've got 4 of the pallets stacked full of grass over here, and I am thinking I'm going to fly through those like no tomorrow building this. But it's going to be fun. I have actually really enjoyed doing what I've done so far. I just really wish they'd released the Pebblet update before I built half of this tower out of clay, because it's quite a finicky thing to build. There's a lot of falling through. Another big thing that's an issue on this table, if you plan on building on the table, is these huge gaps that are between some of the planks that you can fall through. And then you have to run all the way back round. Which I have done countless times and does get very annoying. Right, let's chuck these planks in here like this. There we go. This isn't all I've been doing though, guys. I've been doing a little bit of other investigating over here. There's a tree. It's a little bit blurry because we're a little bit far away. There's a tree here. And I don't know if you can see just about there. There's a little staircase. I did want to have a look in there. I don't think there's anything in there particularly yet. It's just a lot of dry grass. But there is a magnifying glass there that's propped up against the tree. And if you walk up to the magnifying glass, it does actually highlight white. Like there's almost a way for you to take it as a resource. I'm not 100% sure how. Maybe it's just going to be something in a later update. But I thought that was quite interesting. Boom. 2 more planks in. Right. All I'm looking forward to doing, guys, we're just going to finish off this this tower so it's all nicely done. And then we'll work on the gatehouse a little bit. Because I think the gatehouse is going to be a nice big prominent feature to this castle. Just with a different colour scheme compared to the grey that it's going to be all the way around. I think it'll look nice with the wood and the green added onto it, just to add a bit of contrast. Some of the other things that I kind of wish they had now for the pebblet ramps, especially, are able to rotate on like on an x-axis, but they can't rotate on a y-axis. And I think it'd be really nice with like a stone pebblet. Where are we to? Let me get a stone pebblet here. When you're building the stone pebblets, you can rotate them like this. I think it'd be really nice if you could rotate them horizontally, so that the edge went from here across to here, and you could then actually build sort of more rounded objects rather than just complete squares. It would probably mess with the roof compartments they have. The roofs are very finicky in this game, just to try and make them all latch up, the corners and sort of straight lines. But I think it would make it a little bit more interesting. If you can make, fun little rounded objects, it would make it a lot more easier to build towers and things. You can build lighthouses, you can build castle towers like I'm doing. I just think it'd be a nice little thing for them to add in. I'm not sure how. There is the LB button. I'm playing on the Xbox rather than the PC, but the LB button on this allows you to ever so slightly move objects by like 1 square at a time, which doesn't 100% work all the time. But it's I wish they could just allow that to turn on a slightly different axis, maybe hold down the RB button and then the LB button in order to get it to rotate on an axis, just to allow you to make some more intricate shapes. I think would be fun. We only need 2 more grass planks, guys, and we'll call this tower done for now. I'm not really too desperate to do a lot of details straight from the bat. If I come back to it once I've got the whole thing completed, the overall aim, what I'm hoping to do is have 4 towers, so 1 here, 1 at the far end we still got to build, 1 that's going to be at the end of this wall, and then 1 in the far corner, and they'll all join up, and it'll be a full-on fortified castle. And then I can build some buildings in the middle, which I think will be really nice. Let's chuck these last 2 in. Boom! There we are, guys. So we've got a completely top platform up here. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do decoration-wise. If any of you have any interesting ideas of what I could add in to some of the tops of the towers or in some of the lower sections, please drop it in the comments, because I think it'd be quite interesting to get quite a few people's input on this, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I've sort of started doing this for fun, and I thought it'd be a fun big project, which has turned into a massive project by now. I'm thirsty again already, hence why I have this here, because this is going to be the most useful thing ever, just to have constant water supply to me. Did I pick up any clay and rocks? Yes, I did. I already forgot. That's good, isn't it? Let's get a few more pieces of clay. In fact, I go through clay quicker than the stones. The stones should be fine for now. So we'll move over here just for the second. You can see where the gatehouse is going to be. I did want to have this sort of overhang, so it would be a little bit more realistic that you have to enter underneath. And if you were in a real castle, if you were being attacked at the front gate, you could defend downwards. So I've added these sort of support pillars to just try and make that a little bit more square and rounded off. And then the second tower, I've got to now try and work out how to rematch it to the other tower, which is going to be all sorts of problems, I have no doubt, because I already think this is wrong. In fact, I feel like I know it's wrong. It is wrong. So these 2 need to go, and you need to go. There we go. Oh, no, go away. See, the problem with these sorts of build, guys, is that if you mess up, you immediately begin to lose a lot of resources. It does come very quickly, and you cannot afford to lose resources doing a a big build like this. Let's see where I've done this one, and we'll try and copy it on the other side. So this is the brick we already have down. So you want to catch this on the edge of the first one. And then this one's just going to hang over the edge of both of them, but go one more forwards. That makes sense in my head. That probably doesn't make sense in a video. So to me that says that one needs to go there. And then one needs to come out here. Like so. I'm really hoping I don't get to the edge of the way here. This needs to go in one. So this is what I mean, guys. It's a little bit finicky to get bricks to go where you want them. So now I want it to go one up, but it does not want to go there. Come on. Down. You know what? I'm going to put one there. I'm just going to put one on top of it. There we go. That's where it needs to be. So we go one across, one across. What else do we need? A little bit of lag there. So this is the one that joins to the wall. So we need one here, which it's saying no to. And now it will say yes to. So there are ways to get around some of the glitches in this game, guys, especially with the foundations are a little bit awkward to place. But you can build a lot of these in the ground, which I found very helpful just to get stacking. And then you can delete them afterwards. One thing that I did find people might find interesting with the foundations, obviously, if you play a lot of this game, you have to build a foundation on top of another foundation as you're going up like this. You can't just now build one to a side. So making an archway isn't actually possible by just putting foundations there. But as you can see over here, I have actually made an archway. And the reason that is you basically build a stack of them. And if you, after finish building everything, you can then delete the bottom ones, and it actually leaves the roof's a little bit messed up. You sort of have some empty squares. If you can hear in the background, there is a bird that does land here, which was not originally part of the plan, but we now have a bird update. So now we have a guard bird. So for anyone who hasn't seen the bird, bang, there he is. He does interfere a little bit. I hope I have my daffodil. No, I don't. If you go up to him, you do get to about here. I can't go any more forwards than here. There's like an invisible wall. You can't actually get to him. And he just sort of push you away by flapping his wings and stuff. Which is why, I don't know if you noticed the bridge that we came up. Oh, I'm still getting hit by his wing. Does come up towards his feet and then make a huge direct right-hand turn because I couldn't get close enough. Because the bird literally stopped me being able to walk along my bridge to get onto the table. Because the bird is mean like that. So we've done this one. So we want to go in one. And then in one again. And that's where that's going to go. So we'll see if we can recreate this over here. So we want to go in one. And then in one again. Should take us to be level with this one. Yep, looks like it. I don't actually think my towers are completely round, which is quite annoying. Just because of the way the squares work together. That one's going to go there. But the floor panels do work together by them not completely joining up, which sounds ridiculous. But they do work. Go up. Nope. There we go. So the other thing you then try and do is go around here and then delete the ones underneath that you've got doubles of. Just because I'm not a big fan of the blue ghost sort of phantom blocks that are underneath. And this will be the beginning of Tower 2 over here. And from doing the build on the first one, I've learned a lot of sort of strategies of the best way to try and build this. I did have a couple of methods go horrendously wrong, where I got about 6 blocks high and then I fell in the middle of the tower and I couldn't get back out. Which you then have to just start destroying your own blocks, which can be really annoying. I really need to put some floor there because I'm definitely going to fall through there at some point. All of this gap just with one. That's quite useful. Whoop. There we go. So the glitch can work for you sometimes, as long as the white dots are in the correct place you want them to be. It can work quite well. So the other thing we want to do is... There we go. Right, get the foundation pieces. So I also want to finish off building this wall that leads to the gatehouse. So what I found to be the most useful technique for a lot of building this, in case anyone fancies doing a castle of their own or is trying to work out the best way to do walls, I call this the it's almost like a Minecraft style thing. That doesn't line up. Yes, it does. That's fine. There's going to be a lot of those scenarios where things don't line up in my head. So build one. So build a line of them in the Phantom, and then as you're walking along one, you can build them as you're going up here. There we go. Boom. So if you build the blocks when you're standing inside the Phantom thing, it will just basically throw you in a direction, which can sometimes sort of really mess up what you're trying to achieve. So I need to get some more blocks along here. Douche, douche. And then another useful technique I would say is, as you're building, try and build steps as you're going around, because then it becomes a little bit more useful to sort of climb up walls and stuff. And we'll do the next one along here. So basically you just want to go back over whatever you've made the last time, so we'll do that one there. Oh, and there's the floor, and there's me dead. So that is the issue with building on the table, guys. Keep it in mind, because it is really annoying. So what I'm going to do is because I knew I was going to fall through there, is I'm just going to start building up that floor. I'll drop back down and get my bag, and I will come back up, and we'll carry on building. Okay, let's fill in this floor. There we go. Look at this. I can't fall down now. So where was I? I was building my stairs up here. There we go. Let's get you, and you, and you. There we go. So we haven't got a lot of this wall left, guys, but as you can see already, I am burning through this. I think I started out with about 200 of the clay in my bag. And I think I'm already up down to like 130 or something. Let's do this backwards. Backwards is smarter. There we go. I'll do the same again as we're going down here. Keep building those stairs. So the stair technique, I think, is easy just because it means if you do mess up or you fall off, you can get back to exactly where you were, and it makes it a little bit easier rather than having to climb back around or having to build upwards just to get back to where you were. So we're now in here. I think that should now be level with this. Yep, cool. So that's now level with this. So this is the wall. Now complete, really. So what we'll do is get that there. And we know this will then be the start of the tower, I think. He says without checking. Yes, it is. Right. So I'll chuck 2 on there for now, just so I know that's where the tower is going to begin. And now we just need to do the little wall pieces. So, yeah, for some reason, guys, sometimes these don't really work. Like, for some reason, I can't put that facing that way. But it goes that way, but then not this way. And then on this side, I can build them facing with the flat face outwards. And they spin around and they go in every direction. I have no idea. Hopefully they try and find out what's wrong with that, just to try and fix it a little bit. I think that would be nice to be able to put these wherever you want. They also just try to jump to random locations a lot of the time. Come on, go across. You've got to have the authentic castle feel with all the struts along the roof here. There we go. We got a couple of these, a couple of those, a couple of you, and boom! There we are, guys. Let's get down here. Let's check it out. There is the wall. Here we go. So we've got a wall complete on one side, a tower, and the second wall. But it can get a little bit tedious doing the same thing. We'll mix it up a bit. Let's do the gatehouse a little bit, because that's something that I've taken a lot of time in trying to design of how I want it to go. Let's get a whole bunch of wood stems. Whoa, there he is. He is loud when he lands. So he's our guard bird. He is a crow. And I have thought about what I'm going to name my castle. And I thought, because we've got a big crow, and he's got some big claws, we'll call him the Claw Crow. So this can be Claw Crow Castle. There we go, guys. That will be the named Claw Crow Castle, even though I'm not really sure if crows have claws, but there you go. That's what we're calling it, and no one can tell me any different. Boom! Let's get that in. Let's get these foundation pieces in. Not, of course, that the foundations really mean anything. I just think from a design standpoint, it looks a little bit more interesting to have the foundation pieces look like it's actually propping it up. Hello, Big Crow. What time are we on? Is it time to sleep yet? 4 minutes away. I still don't have a lot of resources spare for torch building, so I'm going to be sleeping as much as possible just to try and keep this in the daytime, just so you guys can see more than anything, because this game gets really dark. They did do an update. When was the update? About 2 or 3 days ago for me. It might be a little bit longer ago now from when the video actually gets put up. But since that update, I've just noticed this game, it feels so dark, even in the daytime. I'm playing now, the normal standard is for the gamma in the game to be about 35. I'm currently playing with it on about 50. And it still doesn't look, you know, outrageously bright as our crowd. It's a cool look, though, out the front here. So, first thing we're going to build, let's build the Palisade Gates. I really like these additions, this Palisade Gate. We can open that. If you didn't see in the last proper video we did, guys, we spent 17,000 raw science points, which was just ridiculous in order to try and get all these building things. That took me a long time to go and get everything. Go check out that video if you haven't done so already, because that was a fun video, just checking out the updates, checking out the bird, and just spending a whole bunch of points. And we made a new pet called Yo-Yo, who is a gnat, and he is adorable. And he bounces up and down against my base that's over there, the little red house over there. Let's get some more wooden planks. In fact, something else I need for the roof panels is I need clovers. How many clovers do I have? I didn't consider clovers. 16. That might be enough. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go have a look. Let's see how many we need. Oh, I might need a few more. So I need 4 for you. 4 for you. Oh, I think I'm going to be just short. I need floor there. I need 3 of these for you. 3 of these for you. There's a second door. So I need another 1, 2, 3, 4 wood stems. And I am going to need some clovers to finish that off. I'm going to need some grass planks. What make you? So what I did want to do, guys, I wanted to try and make it feel a little bit more realistic, the castle. So the main gatehouse here is a big open area. It's got a lot of large windows. If you were defending a castle for some bugs or some other people, you could have an archer out here. You can clearly see visible all the walls. So if someone started attacking the wall or the tower, you could fire arrows out. But you've also got this overhang here. So if someone made it to the main gate underneath you, you could break through the floor and attack them from behind. And then if they actually managed to break through the gate, I wanted to have a lower wall here, so it's just fenced off, so that if someone came out the back, you could jump over the top, get your weapon out, and just start wailing at them. There we go. But I did want it to be a little bit more interesting than just a generic grey square and call it a castle. I did want to put a bit of effort in to try and make it almost functional. I haven't played a lot of the multiplayer for Grounded, but I thought what would be cool if they could introduce multiplayer into your own single-player servers. Then you could have people actually, you know, coming to see some of your builds that you'd done in single-player when you had a lot more spare time. And you could have, you know, if you've got a group of mates together, you could have some of you defend the castle, some of you attack the castle. I don't know if that would be something that they could add in, but I think that would be fun to add in. Let's do this final floor piece. One thing that I was thinking was doing like a fire or something. I don't know whether the sort of little campfire is. I thought this could be cool if you had like a little fireplace here that you could turn on, and then maybe some of the what do the wall weapon mounds take? Not the heads, the wall mounts. There we go. There we go. And you can maybe put some weapons and stuff up on the walls. I thought that'd be cool. What do they take? Oh my goodness, five clay. It's 2 wooden planks. Why does it cost 5 clay? I can't afford more clay. To be honest, guys, I can't even remember what a lot of this took over here to build. I just sort of picked up everything. As I can't even remember. There we go. Let's get you finished and you finished. There we go. What did the fireplace take? So I've got some of you. I need 4 sprigs. I really don't want to spend 5 clay on each of them. Maybe I'll come back and do that. I can build some of these fences. Oh, I need 2 more thistle needle. And some more acorn shells. But that's looking cool. I've got a nice little fence panel going along here. I mean, that feels like a waste. Exactly where the foundation is, but there we go. That's how it is. What else do I need? So I need clovers. I need to get some more of the weed stems. Let's pick up a few more of the weed stems. And I also need to get some sprigs for the fireplace. So let's do that in one go here, because that'll be quite easy. I do have a lot of sprigs. Look at that. I have a lot of sprigs, actually. Oh, I have thistle needles. That's useful. So we haven't found in the game yet, guys, which, if you've been following the series, I did find both apple bits and Billy Hog nuggets, which are from a hot dog, which you can find in the game. I have done 6 or 7 videos now in Grounded, doing a sort of Let's Play series. If you guys haven't seen it, feel free to go check out some of what we've had. And I have not found any of the human food in the game so far. They are all procedurally generated from what I can understand, but for some reason I have never been able to find them. And then of course off camera is when I find them. So I finally managed to get that sort of stuff. I need 4 thistle needles there and 2 for here. That's fine. Oh, that's cool. The thistle needles are are like the nails that hold it all together. That's cool. I didn't know that. So I just need 2 acorn shells for you. I need 1 of you there. I wish I'd done that while I was up there. That was clever of me, wasn't it? There we go. Chuck you up there and chuck you over there. So I need another 8 clover leaves and a whole bunch of grass. And we go along here. So this, of course, is where we're going to then build a further walkway. It's going to be along here. So I'm going to try and have a walkway that goes all the way around. So it's going to be completely even on both sides. I quite like this idea. It feels very castle-y, very fortified. So this was the archway I was on about before, guys. So if you look upwards, you can for some reason see all the way through the roof. Probably because the game doesn't think you're allowed to not build that. But I think it looks cool to have a little archway for the door to be able to get in and out. I don't know about you, but that is how I've managed to find to do archways in this game. Right, there we go. We got some more clovers, guys. So for some reason, I'm not sure why. I very much doubt a developer is ever going to watch this video. But if you ever happen to, for some reason down here, none of the grass here that I've chopped down, or any of the clay that was originally in this water, has ever respawned. I'm not 100% sure why. I've tried chopping down stumps. I've tried sleeping. We must have gone through about 10 or 20 in-game days. I've slept. I've just left the area for a few days. But for some reason, nothing has respawned over here. A lot of this grass that I've had here, I've been taken from the back down here, which is why I've got my little staircase down there. And all that regrows perfectly fine, but for some reason, nothing on that side of the rock grows properly, which is, you know, actually within bounds in the game. All this is technically out of bounds. There's a little out of bounds thing that goes along there and stops all that. So I'm not 100% sure why that happens, but keep that in mind if you ever want to build on the picnic table. Is a lot of stuff does not respawn overly friendly for you on that far side. The clovers are about the only thing I found that actually does respawn over there. For some reason, nothing else wants to. Here we are, guys. Right, let's finish off this roof. That's what I was doing before I finished. We'll chuck you both on there. Why not? I have my sprigs for you. I don't have acorn shells for you, but I do have some clover leaves to finish off my roof. Awkwardly. There we go. And there we go. That's the whole roof done, guys, and most of the foundation. So we just need a couple more of the acorn shells for you. And then I refuse to spend 5 clay until I've got some of the bigger sections done. We'll leave the walkway for now. In fact, let's not. Let's build that walkway across, just so I can get across in one fell swoop. Seeing as we are in the medieval lingo, you have to keep it going properly. Right, let's pick up a whole bunch of grass planks. Need 3 more. Hopefully there's 3. Look at that. Perfect numbers. Love it. So each of those grass pallets holds about 24 grass planks, I think, which means you only really get about 8 floor panels from each of those pallets. So if you've seen already, I did have like 6 of those pretty much fully stacked, and already we have gone through most of them because one pallet is pretty much this floor and it does not continue further. Let's get you on there. Let's get you on there. Another one on you. We won't be able to keep going across for now. So the other thing I want to keep track of, guys, as I'm building these is I quite like the idea of having the staircase that then leads up, so each tower feels a little bit more individual. So I'm going to build the staircase there. So as you can see, guys, I mean, this does chip away very quickly how many pebbles and stuff you are using and how many clay pieces you are using. Clay is a big resource in this game if you want to build something, you know, a little bit more impressive in the game. But it does take an awful lot. I really don't like the idea of having to jump over that hole every time. I might leave that as my lower down one and just build around here, because I don't like the idea of jumping over that gap every single time. Right, so where do we want the towers to go? So you're going to go there. And there. I think that's as high as that one's going to need to go. So let's do you two, like that. So this is something I did on the other side, rather than creating a staircase all the way around, was just pick one side that you can just sort of classify as done. So that's quite tall, and then this was the way I will then just build my my sort of staircase around, as it were. So we've got one there, we want one here, and then we'll walk backwards. This will also train you in this game to get a lot better at being able to walk backwards around objects and stuff, which can be useful because there's a lot of times where I've fallen backwards into some spiders and stuff. Let's put you in there and we'll do the walk around technique. So I've only got enough left in my backpack right now for another 12 blocks. So, a bit of maths for you guys, if anyone's interested in the analytics of this build. So there's, I think I added it up, and there was 16 blocks in one of these circles, and each, like one block of the 16 is 11 tall to get to the top. Plus then I added the sort of struts on the top. So I'll chuck it on the screen real quick, so you can see the quick maths of of that and just how many that takes. And then remembering that each one of these blocks that then makes to take up a tower also then needs 3 clay to have made each one of those individual blocks. And then if you divide that number in half, because each of the clay things you can break open that are actually in the ground give you 6 clay, no more, no less. I also recommend having the rock smasher upgrade on for that. But that just sort of shows how many pieces of clay you actually need to break in this game in order just to build one of these towers. And then on top of that, I'm doing 4 of these towers. You know, which is, you know, sort of this many pieces of clay overall. And then on top of that, I've also got all the walls. So, I mean, this is maths I'm absolutely doing during the edit, because I'm not even going to attempt to work out how many that is as I'm building this right now, because I will be here all day trying to work that out. But it's a lot. And I know that for a fact. And that is why it's taken me about 3 days of like real world game to actually be able to get all of these resources for this. So, how are we doing over here? So we need... Where does that staircase end? So the other good thing is you can jump from wall to wall. Look at that. Like a ninja, which is good because it means we're making a lot of progress here. So that one has to go there. I don't have anything for you. So, this is where the floor is gonna begin. There he is. Right, let's chuck you on there. And we want to go here. And so the important thing to remember, guys, when you're doing this is that you also are going to want to, in order to get the archways on top of a foundation, in order to have room for another foundation. So I believe it was 2 tall. From the base. 1, 2. Yep, so I need to build the 3rd one above the door. So we'll chuck you up on there if you're going to work with me. So I want to build the 3rd one on there. Build that one. And then build that one, so that it has a connection point. Because if I now delete those 2 ghost ones without building this one, this one will just delete itself as well. So I now want to build this one and this one. And then I'll just drop down here. Oh, a bit too far for you, was it? Sorry, man. There we go. So the archway now is sort of connected on both sides. So I'm going to finish off that one panel. So as soon as it's connected on, I think the rule seems to be, for me, from what I found from things destroying underneath, if anyone's built any of these towers and you know if you destroy the lowest piece, it destroys everything above it. From what I've been able to find out through sort of experimenting is that as long as it's connected from each side in like 2 different points, it does seem to hold up. So we'll get rid of you. We'll take a step down and delete and delete. And just like that, you have a foundation archway, which you can see through the roof. That is a little slight glitch with it. But bar that, I think it's looking pretty good. Right, let's get back down here. I have no idea how much clay and stuff I actually have left, which doesn't bode too well for me. Let's go back around here. Doesn't sound too great to me. There's one. There we go. Let's do another one. And we'll just quickly... So, if you guys want to do a big build on yourself, you might have found out a better way of doing that. I quite like this sort of staircase method where you can go around and build one at a time. Some of you might find it easier to just build 1,000 ghost pieces and try and work out which one you're building next. That for me gets a little bit too glitchy, that sometimes you're building the one you're actually inside of by accident. Let's chuck you over there. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my staircase? There. You and you. There we go. Let's come over here. And that is another stack of clay gone. So we haven't done too badly. We've got a good looking tower thing on the go. I mean, it's doing okay. It's not quite as impressive as that one yet. I guess realistically I should have tried to build these murder holes as I've been going, just to try and save a bit of clay, but I didn't. Because I'm not very smart. Right, let's take all this clay. Oh no, that's only about 60 clay. Do I have more in here? Yes, I do. Let's just take it all. Because as soon as this runs out, then we know there is no more clay. And I have to go get some more. Okay, let's keep this going. Boom! Boom. Oh no. So yes, we have 120, which means we've got about another 40 blocks or so. Because it takes 3 at a time. So we'll try and keep this one going. Let's go around here. That's going to go to there. And you. So that's what happens if you build when you're inside of one, guys. It sort of makes you jump. And it can push you in any direction, which means if you're doing this from a great height, I wouldn't build on the block you're actually standing on, because it can just throw you off whatever great height you're standing on. Let's go up here. So now, as you can see, we've actually managed to catch up to the archway that we've made. So doing this little step technique does allow you to get, you know, your builds on the go a little bit quicker. So one of the big things I found is building one direction rather than trying to build a ring at a time, because it can get a little bit annoying this way. At least this way you can get some good height on the go with building the towers. So what I'm just going to check quickly how tall we are. It needs to be 11 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it only needs to be another 2 tall from there. So we're not going to be too far off with the amount of clay that we have. But it is, it could be a little bit better. So yeah, I mean, you guys can see probably by now how much clay this is going to take. I also started doing some little red brick roads down here out of clay. Wish I hadn't started doing that. Great waste of clay. Might try and I might try and salvage some of that clay and just try and change my gatehouse to not have that. Because why have I gone over here with this? That wasn't clever of me. I need to go over there. Right, let's do some hippity hops. Whoosh. Down we go. Right. Can I reach that? Yes, I can. chuck 2 down on there. Chuck 2 down on there. So now we need 1 weed stem, 2 grass for that. And then we can make it a little bit easier to get here. Let's... Oh, I've got to go all the way back around. Oh, well, seeing as I'm going all the way back around, I might as well get the rest. Yeah, if you can't tell, guys, I'm not the most well-planning building. It takes a special sort of person to be good at planning. What did I say I needed? 2? Was it 1? Let's take 2, because I don't trust me. Let's get a whole bunch of you. There we go. What I'm going to quickly do... Oh, there's the sun. Whoa, lovely and bright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly check the inside of this tower that I've got here. So I've got all the grass running horizontally. There we go. So I'm going to have the grass running the same way. I'd like it to try and be as nice and symmetrical as we can. Right, so I need... Let's fill you. Can I just about reach you? Yes, I can. Boom. And this wood piece can go there. I'll tell you what, I could build a door actually, couldn't I? Rather than just leave it there. So they did add in a despawn time now. Originally, I don't think things despawned ever. So you could just leave stuff everywhere. I do believe now they have added in a despawn time on items. Let's chuck a bit more floor in here. There we go. And we can add one on that side. I don't know if you're going to work with me. No. There we go. So there's your flooring. Let's go back around. Climb up the magical staircase. See, that's why I got 1. So if you fall in the middle, you can hop back out and go all the way back around. If you guys have got a better idea of how to, build this a little bit easier, feel free to drop it in the comments. Because I'm open to any suggestions. Because this does take quite a lot of effort to do. Oh no! Like that. There you go. My guy's going to complain, of course, that he is thirsty and hungry, because he loves to tell me every single time. Boom, boom. So I've only got about enough for another 20 blocks or so, which does not feel like a lot. Right, so I just need to do 1 more rung, and that should be equal with up there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... And then, of course, once that one's done, we can then start building that side up a little bit. So, let's do... there we go. The old Minecraft technique. Jump and build as you're going. There we go. And let's keep going around. And down. There we go. Right, guys, I have emptied out all the grass we have left, and I still wasn't able to cover that, which is ridiculous. It means I have done like 4 full pallets of grass and haven't been able to complete what I wanted. So I thought what might be fun is, because I'm definitely also running out of clay, I'm probably not going to be able to get the second tower finished today, which is a shame. That was sort of my aim for the day, but... there is an awful lot of resources that building something this big takes. But we've got a lot of progress done today, guys. We've finished off that first tower. We've completely now built that gatehouse. I might do something with the roof on the gatehouse if any of you have any ideas what to do with that. Let me know in the comments. I'm not really sure what I fancy doing. I might just try and make that like a point somehow out of the roof pieces. Not 100% sure. We've built the whole wall. We've got the sort of walkway going across. We've built an awful lot of this second tower. It's like 60-70% done. I thought it might be fun just to end off is to build these little stuff on the top. Just we'll try and get them as a line as we can, just to see if there's any more issues that I have with trying to actually place these down. So like these ones for some reason work really well. They're exactly where I want them. I want this one here. Yep, I do. Works absolutely fine. And then when I got to here, which way is that one facing? Nope. So this one I've then swapped to face this way. Is this going to work with me? Come on. Over here. Yeah, there we go. Right. Check that one there. And then one here. And then one there. Is there one on the inside? There must be one on the inside wall. Let's... I might put it... Yeah, let's Ah, no, not there. Of course I'm messing it up already. Let's check one there as well. And then, of course, these will then go... I think I would then have one... Oh, facing that way. Well, he says he would. No, I won't. It'll have to go over here. Hopefully, who knows? Who knows what this game will decide what can go where. That's saying it can't go facing that way. I don't know. So many issues. Let's build these up, guys, because this will be just a nice little way to end off. So we have, at least it looks like we have the roof done. There's a positive to this. Let's get you done. You done. And we'll see what it leaves us with in our inventory. We've got 16 left. We can do some final squares here. Let's do some this. Boom. Boom. Like you. Let's do one here. And then you. And then you. And let's actually just check to see if this will go in here. I'm very concerned this is already saying... See, I don't really get it. It's happy to go there. It's happy to go that way around. And as soon as you flip it one more, it's like, nope, I have to go this side of you. And it's also red, red, blue. I don't know why it does this. It sort of just decides it can't go some ways. And I don't quite understand the mechanics of why it won't work for me. Let's check you on there. Douche, douche. How about you? Are you going to work with me? Nope. This one wants to go that way around as well. Don't know, guys. Hopefully the developers figure out what this weird bug is, or, you know, express it a little bit more why they can't rotate all the way around, why they sort of decide to do like a half and half thing. I'm not really sure. How many did I have left? I only had 2 clay, so I won't be able to build any more panels, guys. Let's take a quick look from the front. Let's see what we've managed to get done today. Hopefully I still have my dandelion going. Yes, I do. Is it a dandelion? Yes, it is. It's like, is it a dandelion or a daffodil? I lose track of flowers. But there we are, guys. So we've got the one tower there with the 2 little murder holes. We still need to build on that one yet. We've got the wall, the gatehouse, the other wall, and there's our second tower. Looking pretty good. I'm liking how this is going, guys. If you've enjoyed this building video, guys, if you're enjoying the castle building, if you want to see how far we can take it, if you want to see me build the other 2 towers, make it a complete square, maybe make some buildings in, make sure you drop the video a like, and if you think you could, you know, have a go at building the castle yourself, drop it a like and let me know in the comments how you would go about it. Would you design a different style castle? Would you do square towers instead of circle? Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm really interested to know. I'm really enjoying doing this big build. I like to carry on, but only if it's something that you guys would fancy watching as a bit of a big project and grounded now, obviously, because the storyline isn't that extensive. Building is where it is at. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel, guys, just so you get those notifications as soon as I put up a new video on this, or when I'm building bigger castles or bigger builds or any grounded videos. We've got a whole bunch of other gameplay on the channel just to keep you up to date with all the content as it's coming out. That's all from me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this castle build. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.